Hey guys, real quick intro for this. I do want to give a massive shout out to Goob for, of course, the intro. As you guys see, we finally have the channel intro finished. Goob's been super busy, so I don't blame him at all for taking as long as he did. He had a ton of work for the channel rebrand, but with that, the channel is finally fully rebranded. Make sure to drop a sub for, of course, the new intro. But yeah, let's get into the actual video. Hey guys, it's Liv here, bringing you guys another Showdown live in the channel. This time we're going to be doing a team around Sub-Seed, Shadow Calyrex in the Ubers tier, because I know for a fact a lot of people liked Ubers in general when we've done it, and not only that, but I know that for a fact that I forget who it was because it was a while ago, but someone did comment asking me to do Sub-Seed Calyrex. So, here I am with it today. I'll be making sure to link this immediately on the Pokemon Pro page. I've been really bad about that recently, but I'm going to remember to do this one right after the video goes live. Not going to be rental teams anymore. I've filled out my slots and I can't find ways to outsource. So at the very least, I will do the team for Showdown for anyone who does want it. If you guys do enjoy this video, of course, leave a like down below, comment if you enjoy, and just whatever your thoughts are, and subscribe if you're new. On the road to 300, if we hit 300 by the time we stream today, now I'm not sure what time it will be because it depends on when Owen is around, but I'm going to try and actually DM him real quick. I'll give him like 5 minutes, and if he doesn't respond, he doesn't respond. So 1 second, I'll try and get a time for you guys. Alright, so yeah, I wasn't able to actually find a time. A bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. Regardless though, if you do want to see that, make sure to subscribe. We're like 5, 4, something like that subs away as of recording this. I'm currently literally refreshing the page now just to see how far away we are so I can get an accurate number yet. We are 5 subs away. So if you want to be one of those people to hit the 300 mark with us, make sure to do that. And if not, that's cool too. With that said though, let's get right into it. So we're going to start looking for a game now. I'm around like the high 13, low 1400s. I don't know the exact rating. We'll check real quick. I know it's not at least like piss poor rating. A 1375. Okay, so that's not bad. I haven't played in a while. I only played a couple games just to test this team to make sure it's worthy of alive, and I went like 4 and 2. Got a bit unlucky to say the least in like all those games besides a couple. I did hack someone out in one game to be fair, but I got unlucky in like 4, and then there was one just even game. But yeah, so looking at this team. So here's the team. There's no Kyogre here, which is great because this Blissey can literally just be a sponge and just toxic stuff. So I can play very recklessly with this Blissey. And I think that's actually what I'm going to do turn 1. I anticipate that... Okay, Dragonfish leads. Alright, that is fine. Let's see. I think we're just going to go for a toxic here. If we sack, we sack. It's really not a huge deal. I really don't even mind sacking to the spawn, in all honesty. Just because I don't really have a good switch in anyway. Okay, and he goes for Psychic Fangs. Perfectly fine with this, actually. I'll just go hard into Veltal here. I have zero clue why that was the click ever. But we'll just go for a taunt on predicting the switch. My guess is that someone's going. Well, a person's gonna bring in Lugia. Okay, Zacian comes in. That's fine too. That was also a good switching. At the very least, this stops us from going. My opponent from going for like SDs and all that. Knockoff wouldn't have really done much anyway. So we'll go for a Dustwing here. And as you can see, Sacred Sword goes off. No CC is great because that means we take it that much better. I'm gonna just go for an Earthquake here. Just try and get some chip. And then we're gonna go for a Moonlight this turn. If my opponent tries to go for a setup, that's fine. If my opponent tries to sack, that's also fine because my opponent has no switch into to Calyrex. Whereas we have good switch-ins to Marshadow and their Calyrex, so I really don't mind. Perfect. So yeah, we're gonna go for one more Moonlight here, and then we're gonna click Earthquake. Okay, that is fine. Really don't mind this. We just kill this guaranteed. We at worst have like 30-ish% left, so that is perfectly fine. Let's see. Sorry about that. Just responding real quick. Owen literally just got back to me. He was trying to schedule time with me. So just figured I would just DM him back real quick so I can get a time for you guys because I did mention that at the beginning of the video. I'll probably have edited it in already, but for anyone who didn't check that for some reason. So yeah, we'll be doing 8 PM EST. That's the time now. Physical spam.jpg. I will say that the Power up here could be a bit annoying, at least for non-Zygarde. If it does the Ice Punch and it predicts, that could be super annoying actually. Same for the T-Tar, both in that regard. Dual Dark is actually super annoying, plus Marshadow, so Calyrex probably isn't going to be that great this game. We'll try and pop it off. But I guess the Xerneas will probably be the win con here, actually. I'll lead off with Necrozma here. Rhyperior lead, okay. Kind of annoying, not a huge deal, we have Zygarde. Yeah, I didn't really want to lead off with Xerneas, just in the off chance that, something lead that could actually, like, touch it. Okay, perfect. We're going to go for a Glare here, I think. I'm truthfully anticipating the Ments to come in hard. Okay, that's fine too. I can just coil on this pretty easily. Let him get me into complete form. Let's see. Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go for a glare here just in case he goes hard mark. Okay, so that's fine. Really don't mind that. I was really thinking that Marshadow or Mence would have came in. But it's not a huge deal. I'm gonna go for another coil. There he goes. There he goes. Okay, so now I have to switch. I have to go have Veltal here, which is fine. Not a huge deal. I just can't let that thing steal my thing with boots. Cannot let that happen. No siree. Okay. So, Spectral Thief goes off. Perfectly fine. I'm gonna just go for a knockoff here. T-Tart comes in. That's fine. Knocking off the life orb, and that is pretty big. We don't have the switch into this mon actually. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go hard into. I think I'm gonna go hard into Necro. Necro's not really that useful this game anyway. We'd shoot that regardless, so I'll take that for sure. I'm gonna go for an Earthquake here, just to try and chip off this T-Tar. We'll go for another Earthquake. If we sack this mon, it's really not a huge deal. It's only a Mence check, and we have other good counterplay to Mence anyway, so I'm not overly concerned. Speaking of, we're in Xerneas here. We get a really free Moonblast at this point. Nothing really switches in. Getting that Rhyperior Parrot is huge because you could potentially even just hit it twice and kill it. We don't need Geomancy versus this team either, which is great. I'm assuming my opponent recognizes that we're boots. It would be really shameful if they didn't somehow recognize that. Okay, perfect. So Rhyperior comes in. This has Avalanche, so I don't really want to switch in Zygarde hard. We're just gonna go for a Moonblast and just start denting. If we get full power, I think we just win here. Earthquake. Okay, that's fine. We still chewed that anyway. Holy shit. Okay, so we'll take that. We'll take that. Moonblast goes off. Beautiful. So my opponent now has to sack like 3 more mons to this. So this Boot Xerneas actually is pretty fire, I'm not gonna lie. I really like this Boot Xerneas. My opponent's best way around this would probably be like Mence or Marshadow. So we'll take that. We'll take that. We'll just go for a Moonblast here. If it's Sash, that's fine. I have a Veltal. So it is Sash. Okay, not a huge deal. What I could also do actually is I can go for a Rest here. If it proves to be Bulk Up, I could just go hard into a Veltal. Okay. Beautiful. So we chew that. We chew that. Okay, nice. So my guess is my opponent will probably stay in and just sack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go hard to Veltal here. Bulk Up. Okay, good thing that I switched. We'll go for a knockoff here. Okay, so yeah, Shadow Sneak. Makes sense, trying to avoid the Sucker Punch. I think it's a fair play. Doesn't know anything besides knockoff on our set, so that perfectly makes sense. We'll go for a Taunt here real quick. I do want to use this as setup fodder. Okay, so it's at least Life Orbs. This might actually not have any. Okay, it's fine. I'll go into Blissey here, and I'm going to go for a Toxic. Even if it goes for a knockoff of me, I could care less. As I said, this would be the check, if anything. So I could care less. As long as we get the chip on this, it's perfectly fine. I'm going to go for a Toxic. Nothing really even wants to switch in on a Toxic anyway. Because while obviously stuff like T-Tar and Mence will definitely take... Well, they'll definitely do more damage to me by a substantial amount. Nothing really wants to take the Toxic. We'll go for Rocks, even if we have to switch around like Terrakion or something. It's at least Mon that we could chip later on. Rock Polish, okay, that's perfectly fine. That's actually great because I can just arrows this, then get my max off, or not my max, my complete form off for free. So we'll take that. Complete form Zygarde, let's go. And this is Life Orb, okay, so yeah, it's definitely dead. At best, I mean, Mence comes in. That's the best thing my opponent can do. If my opponent doesn't set up, then Calyrex wins. Okay, Mence comes in. And it's not Boots, okay, good to know. I'm gonna glare it. I'm gonna glare it. If this thing sets up, that's the worst thing that can happen to me. Beautiful. So we're gonna go for a glare here. For an arrows here. We can't really glare anymore anyway, so it's not gonna matter. We're just gonna arrows. Parrot, perfect. Good cast. So yeah, no matter what, even if this does kill us, we've now clinched to where we should be fine, guaranteed. The only way that wouldn't happen is if this thing goes for a. Okay, I would say only thing that would happen is that thing went for like an attack that turn, which is fine. It's not a huge deal. If this is DD Mence, it's not gonna really do like a ton to our team as a whole. We'll go into Cali here. We should have pace, so we're gonna go for an Astral Barrage and just kill this mon off. We should have pace. As I said, it would need +4 to outpace us. So yeah, we're doing good. We're doing good. We're 2-0. Calyrex hasn't really had a time to shine, but that matchup was abysmal. No one could tell me they would have won that matchup with on Calyx's back. No one would have done that. You were insane if you think that. So with that said though, we still have plenty more time. We have about another 20-25 minutes left in this live. So we're gonna get a Calyrex sweep. I did promise that I would show off subs to Calyrex. Worst comes to worst, if Calyrex doesn't pop off, I mean, we've definitely at least probably gotten enough for a Zygarde Xerneas thumbnail, which could be pretty cool. I haven't done a Zygarde Xerneas thumbnail. I haven't even done a Xerneas thumbnail, actually. I don't think this is gen. Okay. This is a good game for Calyrex, actually. As long as you get a sub up on something like the Ho-Oh, for example, you could probably sub, or like Eternatus even. could be pretty good. Or like Zacian too could be a good mon. Point is though, is we have sub targets. We just need to scout that set on on Corsola. So with that said, I think that my lead is always going to be the Necrozma here. Okay, so Ho-Oh, that's fine, that's fine. What I do in Ho is I can go hard Zygarde. I have rest in this anyway, so it really doesn't matter if I get burned. We'll go for a Glare here, just because I kind of want to just para the entire fucking team. Beautiful. We're going to just go for Coil. Even if Ditto comes in, that's fine. We should always beat it 1v1. Oh no, I'm burned. I'm so scared. Okay, okay. So we're going to go for just Coil spam. This thing really can't beat us. It legitimately cannot beat us 1v1. And because of that Ditto being Scarfed, it can never beat us either. So we're literally just going to get to +6. Okay, perfect. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for an Arrows. I'm just going to go for an Arrows. Okay. We'll go for Rest here. Because I do want to burn my turns. And then we'll go for a Coil. Perfect. Okay. So as long as he doesn't Strength Sap here, I'm going to actually go for a Coil one more time. Actually, no, I'll just go for Strength Sap. Alright, Arrows. Okay, yep. So perfect. He let us have this. Ah, oh, damn it. He actually got lucky on there. Okay, not a huge shield. Not a huge shield. I can just go for a Rest. Even if he predicts, it's perfectly fine. I can care less. His best play would be to double. So I don't know why he isn't doing it. He should easily have been doubling. This is definitely going to be a long game, for sure. But Zygarde's carrying him in the back, so we'll take that. We can certainly PP stall this out of Strength Sap. So what I need to do is just literally stall out of Strength Saps. We'll go for Rest here real quick. We'll let this thing drain our attack again. Perfectly fine with this. Okay, so yeah, we're just letting this thing burn its attacks at this point. We should have more PP, especially because of Rest turns and Glare as well. So that's great. We're just going to Glare. We'll literally just Glare spam until we're like in the 20s on Glare. Because that is 100% our most ideal play. My opponent just burning their PP is what we want to go for. So this will be a really, really slow portion of the game. I may make some cuts if this takes like a majority of the live, but if not, then that's fine too. Okay, so this thing has, I'm doing a PP count. So 43 plus 54 and then 60, 70. So we definitely can outsol this, especially with our Rest turns. I feel pretty confident in that. So we're just going to go for Glare spam again until we get to like the 20s. Obviously Paras will suck, but we have Rest turns anyway, so I'm really not overly concerned. We should be able to stall this out no matter what. And I'm going to try and go for as little arrows as I have to. Okay, so we're just going to try and stall this thing out of everything it can. We're going to go for Glares until the 20s, then we'll go for Coils until we get to like 10. And then we'll go for Rest. Okay. So we're almost there. Once we get to 20, we'll go for Coil spam. Because I do want to, actually, I'll go for 16. I'll go for 16. 16 should be plenty. We definitely have options though. For sure. No matter what, if we just spam Glare, my opponent can't really safely switch in anyway, as long as you do that. I don't know why Eternatus didn't come in. It must not have a Dragon move. So we'll go until 16. 16 should be plenty, then we'll go for Coil. So we'll go for Coil now until 16 as well. And then we'll go for Rest. Okay, so perfect. So we have one more. This thing is definitely losing a lot of PP though, which is great. Even with the Paras, it's still perfectly fine. Because my opponent always has to do more to us in terms of PP. So that's great. We'll go for Coils until we lose Chip. This thing is definitely gonna have to start burning more attacks though. It's out of rock, so it's gonna have to burn through actually vital attacks to beat this thing. So that is great. We'll go until we have 6. I do want to make sure that we can get in a position. Okay, so you know what? We've got a lot of pairs. I'm actually just gonna Arrows twice. If we Arrows twice, we just kill us. Beautiful. Okay, that's great. So we got really lucky with the pairs there, for sure. Disable on bot Arrows. Okay, not a huge shield, not a huge shield. I'll go for a Rest. This thing only has 5 PP though if it's Scarfed, so it can't really beat us 1v1. Yep, okay, perfect. So we have two Rest turns right here. Yep, my opponent literally has to crit us. And beautiful. So we can go for Arrows now. And then we can go for another Arrows. And they're not out of Arrows, so they're gonna have to switch on something. They're switching something a struggle, so we're in a pretty good position to say the least. We should always win this. We should 100% always win this. Even if it's not with Zygarde, we should always win this. As I said, the 1v1 was very, very necessary. Eternatus is now gone, which is great. It's just Darm that can pressure us, because that Zacian is certainly not doing shit with player off to us. Ditto's coming in. Okay, perfect, fine. It's probably gonna Rest. Ooh, Coil. Very well played. I don't mind this thing locking coil because it's literally just past the turn for us. Zero clue why he hasn't doubled Darm yet, but I'll take that. Yeah, okay, so he forfeits. Yeah, he really misplayed that one. I shouldn't have won that. Any good player would have been really aggressive on the Darm turns. So, yeah, we'll take that though. We'll take what we can get because that certainly helps. So yeah, we'll go. In terms of what my next matchup is going to be, I'm really hoping it's a Calyrex matchup. So this could also, once we clear Yveltal, this could be a good Kali matchup. This is another good Zygarde matchup, to be honest. Zygarde's really gonna steal the thumbnail this match, huh? That's not playoff on Zacian, really good Zygarde matchup for us. With that said, I think that I'm going to lead off with, Yveltal. Yveltal's probably our best lead. We can go for Taunt here pretty freely. Only way this outpaces is if it's like max speed Adamant or like near max speed Adamant, or if it's like a Jolly set. Okay. Oh, you know what? Okay. I actually saw this sample team. This guy ain't slick. I'm gonna pull this up on another window, actually. We'll pull this up on another window. It was in the bazaar. Yeah, this guy ain't slick. I've seen this team before. It was, yup, right here. Wishing well as Zygarde. And then there should be Will All Be Dead, the Yveltal. Yeah, I know this team. Okay. So this Zygarde could be a bit annoying. But it's not rest. So we're gonna go hard Xerneas here. Even with the para, that's perfectly fine. I can just go for Moonblast here. So yeah, I'm fine with this. I'm super fine with this. That Zygarde, that Zacian is Zygarde fodder. Super Zygarde fodder. We'll go for coils. Does that did that have trying to check. So Dynamax Cannon is on the internet, so I do need to be careful of that. Playoff is on Zacian, I also need to be careful of that. We're gonna go for Glare here. Okay. Good to know. Full pairs. This is what we like to see in Ubers. This is what we call an Ubers metagame. This is DD Zygarde, so it's not even gonna really take the hits better, which is phenomenal. Oh, you know what? It's Dual Dance. Right, it's Dual Dance with no rest. Okay. Perfectly fine with this. It doesn't really matter if this thing gets speed on me or not, because there's no rest. So it's literally never gonna get recovery back against my team. Okay. So I'm gonna go for a rest this turn. And my opponent should switch here, which is fine. I don't have a reason to switch until they do. Because even if they go for more boosts than I do, they're never 1v1ing me. Because as you'll see here, the arrows at best will put me into range. And now that we have another coil up, it should only help more. Yeah, so my opponent's just trying to get accuracy boost, I guess, at this point. Don't know why. Oh, you know what? They're trying to get max Fizz-Def. That's fine, though, because we just need to get even. All we need to do is get even with them. And then at that point, we are in a good position. So we're just gonna go for an arrows here. My opponent's always gonna be glared, so they're always gonna have to risk paras. So even if my opponent does for some reason get a good turn, we should still be fine. Okay. So my opponent doesn't really have a switch in either this one. This would be the counterplay, which is why not having rest on Zygarde is so unviable. I don't know why anyone runs a non-rest Zygarde set. It's legitimately awful. Couldn't tell you why anyone does it. Even with Dual Dance, I mean, there's merit, of course, for like fishing for pairs, but any other like logical Zygarde is gonna have rest, so you never get around it unless you crit it, which isn't gonna happen in this matchup. Also with rest, you could just PP stall everything super easily. I don't know why people don't run rest Zygarde. Like, obviously I know people run it. It's not like no one runs it, but I don't know why anyone just lacks rest on their Zygarde. It's so dumb. Okay, so we're just gonna go for arrows again. The pairs are super annoying, I'm not gonna lie, but we just need to get chipped once, and then we're fine. Also, yeah, we just get more PP this way. Okay, so they're in complete form now, which is fine. We'll just, as I said, we literally just need to crit. They'll put us into complete form first, obviously. We're just gonna go for arrows on this. Even if we get the 1v1 this with our Zygarde, I'm perfectly fine with that. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna hope for a crit. If we get a crit, I think we just win the game with this mod. Okay, we're gonna go for a rest here. We're just gonna try and stall this thing out, to be honest. That's all I need to do. Leaving the pair on, though, I guess does help him stall us out, to be fair. But he also has to glare us out. Okay. So, what does this want to go for? We're gonna go hard into a Yveltal here. Oh no, we're Specs. How am I gonna live? I'm gonna go for Knockoff. Knockoff will hurt something well. Even if it is just the Zacian, I could care less. Because it's chip on Zacian. And it's not bad chip on Zacian, to be honest. Zacian can't really touch us. It's not set up. Well, actually, it is set up. Good to know. I just go with Xerneas here. This Yveltal can't really touch us. It is Oblivion Wing. It's Scarf Yveltal actually, which is great. It's going to go for U-turn. Okay. That's momentum, I guess, for my opponent. Very good play by them. Okay, Zacian Crown comes in. Perfectly fine with this. I just go hard into Necrozma here. And I don't think twice about it. Even if my opponent goes for SD, it's perfectly fine. Player off. Okay, good. We just go for a Thunder Wave here. My opponent's ground is Zygarde. Okay, so they actually did go into Zygarde. Good play. Good play. We'll go for knockoff. I think knockoff, this thing's leftovers, is super valuable in my opinion. Just making sure it doesn't get passive recovered, because then it will just lose HP. And once this thing starts losing HP, that is huge for us. Ooh! Bye-bye, Calyrex. That is huge. That is so huge for us, because now Yveltal can just be fodder, knocking off stuff as well. So that is huge for us. Oh my god. Don't know why my opponent ever made that double. Especially not that turn of all things. But we'll take it. We'll just go hard Xerneas here. U-turn, yep, perfectly fine. I could care less about U-turn. We have rest on this anyway. Once we kill that Zacian, we're just gonna go for rest because that Duskmane, Duskmane actually does have Sun Seal. What do you know? Okay. Not a lot ran it, so I was a bit like just assuming, but good thing we have this team. It's literally a sample team, so we'll take that. We will certainly take that. This is why you don't run sample teams. To be fair, I'm running a Bizarre team, so I'm not exactly much better. And actually, this is literally the 2 posts below, so I'm not much better. This is why you shouldn't do it though, unless you feel super confident the team will like guarantee win. Okay, this is one for Earthquake. That's actually kind of bad. Not a huge shield though, because this thing is now in range of Calyrex. So, ooh, we're gonna go for a sub. We're gonna go for 1 sub and just try and yup. We'll go for Leech here, because no matter what, this is gonna underpace. This is gonna outpace. Okay, beautiful. So what I could do here is go freely into Xerneas, just get some recovery back on this. And now we get a really, really free Thunder Wave, because something will take a Thunder Wave and something will not like taking a Thunder Wave. Necrozma, Duskmane, and of course we get full parried. Okay, not a huge deal. We just go hard into a Yveltal here, because we do that now. We just go hard to Yveltal and just click knockoff for free. Even though Zacian's gonna take a bit of chunk. Adrenatus comes in, that's perfectly fine. We'll just go for a taunt here, just to stop it from recovering. Actually, just stop it, yeah, it's a Dynamax Cannon Toxic Recover, okay. We can just go into, oh, you know what? Fuck, we're choice locked. Okay, so that was actually a really bad play by me. Not a huge deal, we actually just go hard Xerneas here. Ooh, that was a good double. That was a super good double. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave in case it goes for SD. Playoff, okay, that's fine. Not a huge deal, not a huge deal. We're just gonna go for playoffs here. Just try and chip this, because now Calyrex can come in super freely. We'll go for another sub. Actually, we'll just go for an Astral Barrage, just for the chip. Okay, perfectly fine. We'll go into Blissey here. And then we can go for Rocks. That'll help with a Yveltal ton, having Rocks up. He has no Defogger either. Okay. So this is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. We'll go into Zygarde here. Perfect, this thing put us in complete. Okay. So what I'll do here is I'm gonna go and I'm gonna sack a Yveltal, and I'm going to let Calyrex start doing stuff. We'll go for a sub here, try and fish for that Yveltal. Necrozma comes in. Okay, that was like the worst play my opponent could have done of anything. Yeah, that just won me the game, I think. Because the Yveltal has to go for U-turn here or it sacks. So, yeah, that was like the worst thing my opponent could have done. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, my opponent just lost the game. I'll be honest, should not have won that as easily as I did, but we'll certainly not complain about it, to say the least. Oh my god, that's amazing for us. Okay, we're gonna go for an Astral Barrage, just kill us. Yeah, okay, beautiful. We've won this game. There is no chance in hell my opponent can win this, because nothing on this team outpaces. Yeah, okay. We'll just let that go to timer. We'll go for one more game. We're currently undefeated. Now every time I say that in a live, we always lose the last game. Oh fuck, his Subseed Worm's got. Okay, it's probably not Subseed on Calyrex at least, which is good to know. It's probably Scarf or Specs or Life Orb. Okay, this is actually kind of an annoying team, I'm not gonna lie. How high is this guy on the ladder? 1500s? Okay, we're 1419. Good to know, good to know. We'll probably be a bit higher between this game and also once ladder updates. So that'll be good at least. My opponent has no hazards though, so no hazards, that's pretty good for us. We don't have to worry about that. We have, to be fair, like triple boots. It's not a huge deal anyway, but it's still good to note at least. My opponent's lead is probably gonna be that of Yveltal. If I had to guess, I'm gonna lead off with Xerneas. Okay then, that sucks. It is what it is, these things happen sometimes. Swords Dance, okay. Wow, that really sucks. We're gonna go for an Earthquake though, just try and get some chip. Beautiful. So now we can just go hard into Calyrex next and just go for a Astral Barrage. Because we lose nothing clicking that. If Yveltal comes in, that's fine. We just go hard into Xerneas on Yveltal all the time. Toxic, that's fine. We're gonna click Thunder Wave here. My guess is that Zacian's coming in hard on us, and we're just gonna click Thunder Wave. And beautiful. That is one less threat to worry about. What we'll do here is we're gonna go, this mod is actually super useful, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into Zygarde here. And that is fine too, because at the very least, I can go for Glare on this. This is probably gonna go for a Geo here. Aromatherapy, ooh! Oh, this is support Xerneas. I'm fine with this as well. This is actually kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Xerneas could still be a win con here though. Nonetheless. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go into Blissey here. And we're gonna go for Rocks. This is Moonblast Aromatherapy. Good to know, good to know. We're gonna just go hard into a Veltal here. Into a Zygarde here. So it's Crunch, Sword Stance. We're gonna go for Arrows. Behemoth Blade. Okay, that puts us in a complete. Beautiful, that helps a lot with a Veltal at least, especially if it is physical. Xerneas comes in perfectly fine. We just go Blissey, it's not Geo. Okay, so we're gonna go for Softball this turn. We can go for Toxic now, super freely. Toxic, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We just double into Xerneas here. And from here, I'm gonna go for a Calm Mind, a single Calm Mind, and then I'm gonna go for a Rest. Because even with 2 turns, my opponent can't really do a ton about this. Yeah, as you can see, literally abysmal damage. Okay. So this is actually kind of a problem. This is kind of a problem. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go for just the Moonblast. I'm gonna hope I can take a +1 hit. Yes, okay, let's go. Let's go. Okay. I'm gonna be honest, this is kind of annoying too. I'm gonna go hard in a Veltal here. We haven't revealed our set yet. I'm gonna make it seem like we have Sucker. Beautiful. Okay, thank God we forced it right out. That's good for us. That's good for us. We're gonna go for Taunt here. Okay. We can go into Blissey. And we can go for Rocks here. Perfectly fine. Okay. We'll go for Confide. Okay. Nice. Now we just go into this. Going for Defog, it's fine. I'm gonna just click Knockoff here. Beautiful. So that Whimsicott's gone. Now Rocks are up for the whole game, which is great. We can go for a Roost here. We'll go for Taunt this turn. So it's Toxic Roost at the very least. Foul play. Okay. So yeah, we'll just go hard into Zygarde here. I'm gonna double into Blissey real quick, just scout for last move. Okay, so it at the very least does not reveal like it has something to us, which is great. We'll go for... Not having Xerneas around actually is kind of annoying, I'm not gonna lie. It's not a huge deal. Forget this thing in. It could be useful later. We're gonna go for Confide spam, just to chew this better. Okay, that's fine. We'll double into a Veltal here. Okay, that's fine too, to be honest. We'll go for Taunt. Okay, perfect. So now what I can do is I can go into Zygarde here, and I can go for a Glare. Nice. Okay. So I'm going to go into Calyrex here because it can't get Thunder Wave, and we're going to go for a sub this turn, just in case of the Thunder Wave. Beautiful. We're going to go for Plot. We're going to go for one more sub and just try and see if we can pop it. If not, I'm just going to raw attack this. Beautiful. Okay. So yeah, that kind of mattered. I'm not going to lie, that actually super mattered, but it's fine. Not a huge deal. We're just going to Astral Barrage stuff. And that should be game. We'll win the speed tie here. Fuck, we didn't win the speed tie there. What the fuck? Okay, we'll go for Toxic. Okay, let's get it. Let's get it. We'll go for Toxic here. Okay, we'll go for Confide now. Beautiful. This is Psychic. Okay, so we guarantee win then. Okay, so sweet. We went undefeated and alive. Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so if you guys did enjoy this, of course, leave a like down below, comment, subscribe if you're new. As I said, the Pokemon Pro page will be on the site, or will be updated with this team at the very least at some point early today, before the stream, I promise. 8 p.m. EST will be the stream. If we hit the 300 sub mark by then we will do face cam. And if not, that's cool too. We'll at least keep it in mind for when we do hit 300, that'll be when we do it. So with that said though, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.